welcome back to my channel, the only Lauren channel. I am your host, Lauren, and today's lecture is going to be on how to resurrect the dead. Now, I basically started this project back in like 2018 when my little cousin had died or been murdered. And I had been trying to come up with the recipe on how to get her back and basically all of our dead loved ones back. So I have some notes and I have the recipe and I have the formula, and so I am basically going to go over that with you in a step-by-step process, and exactly what I will do to bring back your dead loved ones and mine too. So first things first, what we want to talk about is the etymology of the word death. Death is the total cessation of life. So basically, death is dying, which comes from the pi root. And if you've been on this channel, you know what the pi root is. That made me make a connection to 3.14. But the pi root, Proto-Indo-European root do, to die, and the suffix meaning act, process, condition. And the verbiage of it means to cease to live, mortal end, death. So this isn't a particularly strong etymology base and background, but what Etymol Online says, it has been speculated that Old English had "die-gan" from the same source, but it's not in any surviving text. And the surviving words, Stiorfen, which is related to starve, and swelten, which is related to swelter, means to become dead. And they also have here for die from the pi root do, to give. And these are all parts of different words, add, antidote, da da da. I'm not gonna answer that. So what I normally like to do is look at the word that is related to the word I'm trying to look up. So next thing I'm going to say is not death, but cease. So let's look up cease. So when something has ceased, it has stopped moving, acting, speaking, stop, give up, to go and yield. Since this is such a complicated word, I will go into the word yield, but it's going to require a lot more digging than just, you know, just some surface Etymol Online type digging. You would have to go to library archives and Da Vinci Code it. So, and when we say cease, those are all part of the forms of the words abscess, accede, excess, ancestor, antecedent, and antecedent, you know what I mean, incessant, concede, proceed, success. Did I say that already? Succession. Hypothetical source of evidence of its existence provided by the Sanskrit, meaning to drive or chase away. So basically, when we got down to the etymology of the word death, well, let's see. Look at the word yield, which is what we just saw in the definition right now. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Yield from the old English, pay, to pay for, reward, render, worship, serve, and sacrifice to. You have to pay for it with your life. That's what it means to yield. Also from the Dutch, to cost, to be worth, and sign. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what Dutch people sound like. And from the German, to beat wit. in yield, offering a sum of payments of money. So we said all of that to say this: we don't know where the word death comes from. We may not be so sure how we even know what death is. Okay, number 2, where do people go when they die? Well, traditionally we know that people are buried underground in the dead dirt of the earth. Yeah, 6 feet under. So yeah, they go under earth, and you know, we basically think we don't see them again. But I believe that people have a soul star that is like a gigabyte storage space that's holding their soul in the stars. Like, we got all these stars in the air, and they might be holding our person like a music box, and then once that star goes in a 360 circulation, it goes ding 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 ding. Okay, whatever, and then it goes into the sperm that's being ejaculated into the female at the moment people are making coitus. And like, so when that moment that they make the coitus, that soul of the person, for instance, like Einstein, comes back to live again. Like, I'm probably Einstein. And that is my personal theory. I don't know, that's actually, I can't prove this for a moment, but all we gotta do is, if we want to do like some ground proofs, we can look into the etymology of the word soul and star and music. El música. A soul is a substantial entity believed to be that in each person lives, feels, thinks, and wills. Now, I just want to say, when I started this journey 2 years ago, not right now, when I went to look up the word soul, I couldn't find, like, I guess, a hearty definition. When it comes to these words that, like, we kind of inherently know, there's no hearty etymology root. There's no hearty root for them. So soul was looking like the word body. So is what I got from the end of it. But just to keep it simple, from Etymol Online, a substantial entity believed to be that each person which lives, feels, thinks, and wills. The spiritual and emotional part of a person, animate existence, life, living being. From the Proto-Germanic swallow, originally thought to be said coming from belonging to the sea, which is what I said, with the semen of the male nutsack. And also from the Old English, spirit of a deceased person. So if the spirit leaves the body, the soul is the body. Do you guys know how computers work? You send electricity through it. This is the base nature. You send electricity through it. That's the spirit. I know, because I'm spirited. And you send through it, the units break. You send electricity through circuits, Boolean algebra. And just going into a little bit further, the word sea, in the Old English, sheets of water, sea, lake, pool. And it says unknown origins outside of wholly doubtful. So wholly doubt, not holy, H-O-L-Y, but wholly doubtful. It also says here that the Proto-Indo-European root that the Germanic languages use to also identify the word soul is also represented by mere, like a mere existence. And mere as an adjective means pure, clear, absolute, sheer. But and I also have notes on this, but I'm just gonna throw this in here. That's also related to amor and amo and married and mar ocean, which is all the same, because to love is to ocean, and that's the tide, which is the time, which is the ocean, which all goes back to everything that I said, that waves are particles, are men. I want my credit. You guys can look up your own dang etymology of the word star and music. Next thing I want to show you guys is my death notes. I want to show you guys my death notes. Who is going to be dead on my death note? All of you would, if I could do it. So the first plan is we're going to take the DNA from a fertilized egg, not from a fertilized egg, from a sperm, and we're going to strip it. We're going to strip the DNA from the sperm. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the DNA hair, extract the DNA, go through that process from a piece of hair that I said, and inject that DNA into the sperms. Okay, so when we do this, we're going to have to go to any other country besides the USA to perform this experiment. We're gonna buy the materials off the dark web. We're going to need a surrogate to carry the egg with the sperm, the fertilized egg. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build a memory bank. So this is once the person has grown up, because obviously, and I want to say obviously, this might be not so obvious to you, that the person won't be the same person who died. So what you want to do is you want to strip memories from the person, from each person that knew your loved one, and strip those memories, put them in a memory bank, and then give it to that person once they're of age. And we're going to want to fast forward their age, maybe to the age they died at. I haven't figured that out yet. So but this is real life stuff that can be done when it comes to cloning processes. And basically your resurrected loved one is a clone, but you're taking your memory banks of the people that knew them and you're injecting it into them, so that when they wake up, it'll be just as they remembered. And actually, it would be, the ideal would be like their parents somehow. If they were like premature death, the parents memories would be the best. And if you could somehow get the parents' memories, that would be great. The things that had happened to you are saved in the soul, which is the body, and you might have memories of your past life already saved into your body. So for instance, if I look like someone, I believe that person is also the same person as me. Or you know, if I have similar features, they just have a different experience. I do believe in not just reincarnation. So they may have not necessarily be reincarnated, but they are co-incarnated, and they tend to act alike too. So what we're looking at is molds of the same person. And basically the last thing you want to do is you want to take radiation, like cancer, right? That's how cancers are formed, through radiation. So what happens through the cloning process is that it's very hard for the clonist to continue to clone, as to kind of get it to grip onto each other as a individual for the person. You can go look it up, okay? I'm being an awful teacher right now, but basically it's very hard for biologists to clone humans because their DNA and their makeup is very difficult. What you're going to need to basically fermentum. The process is radiation, and if you can program a computer to have radiation for your birth chart or the day that you were born, possessing the same energies that was aligned on the day you were born, like, you know, like my previous theories that oh wait, I don't think I released that theory to you guys yet. Okay, never mind. But basically, you are the star, you are the solar system, you are the geocentric solar system, and all of these outside entities are making up who you are as a person. And you can also say you are the nucleus, the proton, and there's the neutron, electron, all making things work for you. So you're the atom. You can somehow get that programmed and have that as a program, then you will be able to bring your loved ones back in the form of clones. So that's all. Like this video, like it, subscribe, buy my book, and did I say share, sha la la la, and see you, airplane.